Welcome to Teen ypww Lesson 1 Bible Study. I do not own the rights to this music. Today's topic is the definition of power, Part 1. The lesson text is coming out of Ephesians chapter 1, verses 17 through 20, Jeremiah chapter 10, verses 11 through 13, Genesis chapters 1 and 2. This is the amplified reading of Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, God, Elohim, created by forming from nothing the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and void, or a waste and emptiness, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, primeval ocean, that covered the unformed earth. The Spirit of God was moving, hovering, brooding over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, pleasing, useful, and he affirmed and sustained it. And God separated the light, distinguishing it from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, one day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse of the sky in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters below the expanse from the waters above the expanse." And God made the expanse of sky, and separated the waters which were under the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse. And it was so, just as he commanded. God called the expanse of sky heaven, and there was evening and there was morning, a second day. Then God said, "Let the waters below the heavens be gathered into one place of standing, pooling together, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the waters he called seas. And God saw that this was good, pleasing, useful, and he affirmed and sustained it. So God said, "Let the earth sprout tender vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit according to limited to consistent with their kind, whose seed is in them upon the earth." And it was so. The earth sprouted and abundantly produced vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their kind, and trees bearing fruit with seed in them according to their kind. And God saw that it was good, and he affirmed and sustained it. And there was evening and there was morning, a third day. Then God said, "Let there be light bearers, sun, moon, stars, in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be useful for signs, tokens of God's provident care, and for marking seasons, days, and years, and let them be useful as lights in the expanse of the heavens to provide light on the earth." And it was so, just as he commanded. God made the two great lights, the greater light, the sun, to rule the day, and the lesser light, the moon, to rule the night. He made the galaxies of stars also, that is, all the amazing wonders in the heavens. God placed them in the expanse of the heavens to provide light upon the earth, to rule over the day and the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good, and he affirmed and sustained it. And there was evening and there was morning, a fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters swarm and abundantly produce living creatures, and let birds soar above the earth in the open expanse of the heavens." God created the great sea monsters and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarmed according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good, and he affirmed and sustained it. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening and there was morning, a fifth day. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to, limited to, consistent with their kind, livestock, crawling things, and wild animals of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so, because he had spoken them into creation. So God made the wild animals of the earth according to their kind, and the cattle according to their kind, and everything that creeps and crawls on the earth according to its kind. And God saw that it was good, pleasing, useful, and he affirmed and sustained it. Then God said, "Let us Father, Son, Holy Spirit, make man in our image, according to our likeness, not physical, but a spiritual personality and moral likeness, and let them have complete authority over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, the cattle, and over the entire earth, and over everything that creeps and crawls on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image and likeness of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them, granting them certain authority, and said to them, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth, and subjugate it, putting it under your power, and rule over, dominate the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and every living thing that moves upon the earth. So God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the surface of the entire earth, and every tree which has fruit yielding seed. It shall be food for you, and to all the animals on the earth, and to every bird of the air, and to everything that moves on the ground, to everything in which there is the breath of life. I have given every green plant for food. And it was so, because he commanded it. God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good, and he validated it completely. And there was evening and there was morning, a sixth day. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.